Hey guys, this is Boo with my first ever how-to YouTube video. I got a Stage 6 Motorsports two-step from High Horse Performance and the pre-made wiring harness from MXA, so I don't have to cut any wires to my coils. And instructions are pretty cut and clear for an automatic transmission, but the way you got to hook up and mount the micro switch for a manual is a little bit different. And I wasn't able to find any kind of information online, YouTube, nothing to help me out on where to mount it, where the clutch switch was, or nothing. So here I am. I'm gonna make this YouTube video, try to help out other Challenger owners with a manual transmission, and maybe it'll help y'all out a little bit when and if y'all go to install this stuff. Two-step box, pretty straightforward. There's a micro switch. That's the biggest pain in the ass of this whole deal. And here you got the pre-made harness, all plug and play, no cutting, splicing, soldering, nothing with that. It still comes with this other harness if you for some reason want to go to cutting and splicing. I'm going to toss that aside because I ain't going to plan on using it. And you got your connector for the on and off to engage it. And this is where the majority of the work is going to be done. I'm going to go up underneath here, pull all this shit apart, and try to either find a mounting place for the micro switch or find the clutch switch so I can run it off of that. All right, for the part in the floorboard, you're going to need a 10mm socket, 13mm socket, an extension, Phillips screwdriver, and a pair of pliers for crimping wire connections. Now the location I found to mount this, you're going to want to bend this prong so it gets a good contact with the clutch pedal. Alright, so I'm pretty well done with the install. I just got to put everything back together. I'll show y'all where I put everything, hooked up the micro switch at, and yeah. Here we got the engine bay. As you can see, everything just pretty much looks factory. I had to make a mounting bracket for the two-step box to mount to because I didn't like anywhere to mount it on the car. I didn't want it on the fender well or anywhere like that, so I ended up making a little bracket for it to sit on. It's pretty self-explanatory and straightforward. Doesn't take a whole lot of skill or know-how. There's one way that harness can hook up. As you can see down here, everything's a mess. Pedal commander, I got wires for my Diablo, remote base, all kinds of shit, factory wires. Where I mounted the micro switch is up there above where the brake booster is, that top left bolt. The nuts that is provided with the two-step fits perfect on there. You don't have to go searching for nuts to go on them factory bolts. That bolt there is long enough just to stick that mounting bracket on and tighten it down. I grounded it to the same bolt so you don't have to look for a ground, run wire to another one. I hope you got small hands. I had quite a bit of trouble getting it in there, but it works perfect. As far as the tools I mentioned earlier, there's a metal plate that goes right there. That's a 10mm socket. You don't have to remove it, but it will make things a ton easier for ease of access because everything's tight back in there and you won't have to lay upside down in the floorboard. You can just squat down by the car, get on your knees, and work from there. The nut that the micro switch attaches to back there is a 13mm. And then the Phillips screwdriver to take off that plastic piece. You got two screws right there, one here and one back there, and then you'll have to pop that plastic piece off right here, and then that plastic trim piece that goes right there.